And there we are. Finally. So sorry about that, guys. Ran into had to go deal with a family issue real quick, and then when I got back, I had a myriad of technical difficulties I had to deal with. So here we are, finally made it live, and here we are, and we're going to talk about topics I've discussed before. Hold on a second. So let's make sure this is. Is that even you guys? Is my picture off? I think my camera's a little. How's that? Close enough. Anyway, so can you guys hear me okay? Um, Bella, happy to see you here. Thank you for coming through. Sorry, I've just been running like all day, and as soon as I had planned on starting the show, of course, something had to come up. So I was just wanting to do a stream. Like I said, it's a topic that I've covered before. Thanks, Bella. You're awesome. And it's a topic I've covered before, but I feel like it's a very important topic because there's a lot of big name influencers out there that are promoting all of these supplements and workout routines, and they're guaranteeing things that are just, I mean, blatantly impossible. They're promising you results that are just not going to happen. So, uh, the way we're going to start off is I had started making some notes to go by. So the first thing, but I was unable to complete the notes. A little guideline, if you will. But I was unable to complete the notes. But we're going to start off by saying why there is no secret. They're always promoting this. They've found this new secret method, this new secret supplement, this new secret workout technique that's going to make you get abs in 30 days, abs, and you're going to get shredded in 30 days, or just all this nonsense. It could be possible for somebody who's already very lean, who's very close to being shredded already, but they seem to be targeting beginners and people that are like morbidly obese, people who want rapid results and believe that rapid results are possible without basically killing yourself. Because the most rapid weight loss you'll see is by starving yourself or extreme sickness. That's why when you see people in the hospital, a lot of the time they're not eating as much as they should be, so they'll lose a lot of weight while they're in the hospital. But basically, the reason there is no secret to this is because it's based on science. The law of thermodynamics cannot be defeated. And hold on, let me cut this volume on my TV over here. But basically, weight loss and weight gain revolves around the law of thermodynamics. So basically, energy in, energy out, calories in, calories out. So if you consume more energy than you use, you're going to be storing that energy as body fat. If you consume less energy than your body is using, you're going to lose fat, aka use the stored body fat as to sustain your maintenance energy. So the reason there is no secret is because, sure, there's fat burner, and the way there's fat burners out there, a lot of them are bull crap. The way these fat burners work is they use caffeine to basically raise your heart rate, raise your metabolism temporarily. And it sounds like a good thing, but it's really bad for your heart. So that's why I steer people away from fat burners and things like that. I understand that, professional bodybuilders tend to use them just to, during peak week, they'll use a fat burner and diuretics and stuff to, dry them out and make sure they get every bit of lean tissue exposed as they can. But as for just an average gym goer, an average health fanatic, you want to steer clear of fat burners because there's so much healthier ways, so many much healthier ways to go about it. And I'm going to explain some of those to you. First of all, if you're a beginner, say you're a beginner and you've never lifted a weight in your life, you're going to, so the way you should start off is just get on the ground. If you can't do push-ups yet, people call them girl push-ups, but do push-ups on your knees. Don't have an ego about this. If you want to make progress, and I know you do, or you wouldn't be watching this stream. If you want to make progress, you're going to have to start. You're going to have to determine your starting point and go from there. So if you can't do regular push-ups yet, do push-ups on your knees. If you can only do 10 of them, do 10 of them. Do 3 sets of 10. That's more than you did yesterday. Progress. So do those 3 sets of 10. This is the way I started off. I started off with just push-ups all by themselves. And so do 3 sets of 10 on your first day, and then take a rest day. You know, you did well. Take a rest day. You're probably going to be sore if you haven't been doing anything. Been living I can't lose weight. I try, and I lose a little bit of weight. Okay, so Bella, let me finish the thought I was just on, and I'm gonna refer you to a video that I did a while back that will help you out. But not only that, I'm gonna give you a few tips as well and we're gonna let me first start off by asking what methods were you implementing to lose weight when you said you lost a little bit of weight? But basically, start small, do the 3 sets of 10 push-ups. And this is just an example. Take a rest day. Then the day after your rest day, so day 3, do 4 sets of 10, or maybe do 4 sets of 11. You'll progress very rapidly as a newbie because newbie gains are a very real thing. And if you used to work out and you've been in really good shape before, really strong before, really muscular before, you're going to have newbie gains combined with muscle memory, which are both very real things. You can research them. They're scientifically proven, and you're going to be astounded in the progress that you'll be able to make in such a short amount of time. So as you progress, we left off on day 3. As you progress, you'll get to day 3. You'll do your 3 sets of 11 push-ups. Take a rest day. Okay, so once you get to day 5, maybe throw in some chair dips. If you don't know what chair dips are, let me share my screen with you real quick. Hold on just a second. If you don't know what chair dips are, I've got a video that is a home push workout, and it's for everybody from beginners to intermediates, I would say. Advanced lifters, I mean, they probably wouldn't. I mean, advanced lifters, if you're stuck at home not able to get to the gym, this will sustain your muscle. I don't think it's going to help you gain very much muscle, but anyway, what I would do is just throw in some chair dips on day 5. So you'll do your 4 sets of push-ups, and then you'll throw in a couple sets of chair dips. And what those chair dips do is they'll work your core a little bit, and they'll also work on your tricep. They'll target your triceps a little more. So do that for a week or so. And just every other, you want to implement that rest day. So once you get to a certain point, and this is all home workout. I mean, the way I did it, especially as a beginner, is build up a foundation, because I know about that social anxiety. When you first go to the gym, you think everybody's staring at you, think everybody's looking at you like, what are you doing here? But on a side note, I'm going to assure you that couldn't be further from the truth. We've discussed this in one of our live shows before, Michael and I did. People are proud of you when they see a beginner in the gym. They want, and a lot of them won't just approach you and offer help. They'll wait for you to ask. So don't be afraid to ask for help. If you see some big buff dude, don't be intimidated by him, because 9 times out of 10, they're very happy to see you there, and they're very proud, and they're like, look, this guy's making a change. This person or this woman is making a change, and they're trying to make make changes to live a healthier and happier lifestyle. So anytime you need help, anytime you want, form critique, anything, most avid gym goers are not going to just approach you out of respect. They're not going to approach you and just start critiquing your form or critiquing your technique. They're going to wait for you to ask for help. So don't be afraid to ask for a spot. Of course, there's going to be the outliers, the douchebags, the guys that, that they might run their mouth depending on if you're overweight or if you're super skinny like I was. I was 6'3", 160 pounds. But the thing is, those guys are likely beginners themselves, and they just have a lot better genetics than you do. And bringing you down or making fun of you helps them feel better about themselves because they're miserable inside. So really just shrug off anything they have to say, because it really it doesn't matter. Their opinion is garbage. It doesn't matter at all. It shouldn't matter at all to you, because they're just pathetic human beings, basically, and they feel the need to bring other people down in order to make themselves feel better. So back to what I was saying, I built my foundation up at home. So after your first week, like I said, you're going to do as many push-ups as you can for 3 sets on your first day, then take a rest day. The next day, or the day after your rest day, so day 3, you're going to do 4 sets. Go to failure. The first 2 sets, you don't have to go to failure. Failure is not necessary for beginners, because anything that is more than what you have been doing, which is basically anything is more than nothing, is going to trigger some sort of hypertrophy. Mic drop. Can you guys still hear me? Let me check. Check. Okay, so you can still hear me. Anyway, anything is better than nothing in that aspect. So any amount of, exercise, weightlifting, push-ups, sit-ups. I personally, I'm sure you guys that have been watching my channel have noticed, you can look right here. This is what my core looks like. The video right here, the one with the arrow next to it where my cursor is. That's what my core looks like, and I never work out my core. It's all, a lot of it has to do with genetics and what your body fat is. But what was the video I was looking for? If you don't, and I was saying, day 3, do 4 sets of push-ups, and then take your rest day, and then day 5, like I said, we're going to throw in some chair dips. So chair dips are also known as a form of a tricep extension, or that's what I was told they were called whenever, a long time ago, whenever I first did them, like the first time I ever did those. But basically, progression is the name of the game. So for week 2, if you want to do crunches to increase your core, it all depends on your goal. So core work and core strength, most of what you need is going to be gained through your compound movements, which is going to be your squats, if you're doing home workouts, you're going to gain core strength you can do planks, you can do push-ups, pull-ups. Once you're able to do pull-ups, I suggest getting a pull-up bar, because like I said, I built up my foundation at home before going to the gym. Now, if you want to, you can go straight to the gym, and there's no reason at all. I understand the anxiety, but there is no reason at all not to start off at the gym, because you're going to have access to a lot more equipment, a lot more people around you that have knowledge that can help you out. But if you do decide to go the home route, I suggest getting a pull-up bar. Even if you're unable to do pull-ups, you can do assisted pull-ups by you can either get resistance bands, or you can even use your feet. Now, don't cheat yourself too much, but try to use your lats. You want, and the point of any pulling exercise, whether it's rows or whether it's pull-ups, you want to grip with your hands basically, but don't think of moving the weight with your hands. Think of driving your elbows down, and that's going to engage the lats. So when you do the pull-ups, engage the lats, squeeze the lats as much as possible, even if you're having to ease yourself up with your feet. Now, you can also order resistance bands, super cheap. I wouldn't get like the crazy cheap ones offline. You can look at reviews, look at where to get reasonable. You can start with just one, just to assist you with your pull-ups. And that's what I had to do, because when I first started, I couldn't do pull-ups either. So, anyway, back to the point. Progression is the key. So you're starting at home. We're on day 5. You threw in your chair dips. Then take the weekend off, because you're gonna, even with just what seems like that little bit of work that you did, you're gonna have made a tremendous amount of progress, because the week before, we're assuming that you did nothing at all. And the following week, we're assuming that you've done, let's see, what would it be? 12 sets of push-ups plus whatever amount of chair dips you did. I usually did 2. When I was starting off, I would do 2 sets of chair dips after my push-ups. And it wasn't long before I was able to do sets of 15 push-ups, regular push-ups, and then progress. And now I can do over 40. So, but basically, get you a pull-up bar. And so once you get to week 2, after your weekend off, actually on that weekend off, I would recommend going for walks, especially if you're obese. Go for a walk. Getting that heart rate up, you would be surprised at the amount of calories you can burn just by going for a walk. Whether it's walking to the mailbox and back, or whether it's walking a mile, whatever you got to do. But the main thing is, you're going to have to eat. You're going to have to burn more calories. If you're trying to lose weight, you're going to have to burn more calories than you're consuming. So if you're trying to build muscle, and it's important to build muscle, because the more muscle mass you have, the higher your metabolism is going to be. So here is on the screen here. It's called Upper Body Workout Guaranteed to Get You Results. And this is the one I was going to see. It shows doing some push-ups. And then these would be the equivalent of doing decline on the decline bench. And right here, I believe. Now, after working our upper chest, we're going to move on. This is how to do chair dips. So you'll do some chair dips just like that. But basically, that was just to show how to do chair dips. And there's a myriad of home workouts you can do. Whenever I first started, I was working out at home. Here's some tricep work you can do with a chair. And then whenever I first started working out at home, I didn't have any dumbbells or anything. So I took milk jugs, and a gallon of water weighs approximately 8 pounds. So what I would do is I filled up 4 milk jugs full of water, and I have really big hands. So I was able to grip 2 milk jugs, and I could do hammer curls, and I could also do my lateral raises like shown here. And that allowed me, another movement I was able to do as a workout from home before I got my weight bench. And let's see. So I think we finished off with some more push-ups. But yeah, check that video out. It's called Upper Body Workout Guaranteed to Get You Results. And I'm actually going to close that one out. And let's see. Well, Bella, are you still here? I was going to ask you, what were the methods you were implementing whenever you were trying to lose weight? You said you can't lose weight, you try and you lose a little bit of weight, but I'm assuming you gain it back. So tell me what the methods you were using were so that I know what to tell you as far as how to get results and because see, the best way to do it is to start with small differences, make small changes, and they'll add up over time. So I'm going to show you the video that I highly recommend you watch. If you feel like you've tried everything and nothing's worked, here's the video that you need to watch. And it is, where did it go? Oh, here we go. So it's this video right here, Bella. It's called Scientifically Proven Method to Lose Weight. So I'm just going to give you a little preview of it. That it is possible for you to lose weight, and you don't have to starve yourself in the process. Don't go anywhere, guys. And I've got chapters added to it so that you can, skip to whichever topics. No ifs, ands, or buts. To lose weight, you have to consume less energy than your body is burning. So, how do we do that? How can we track how much energy we're actually consuming? Luckily, we have this nifty little measurement of energy called a calorie, and that is what's going to help us track and determine how much energy we need to consume. If you eat in a 3,500 calorie surplus, say, for 1 week, which is 3,500 calories over what your maintenance calories for 1 week is, you're going to gain 1 pound of body fat. So that's how you're. And for that video being a year old, I'm like so impressed. And I'm actually, Bella, I'm going to go ahead and link that here in the chat so that you can just click right on the video. And there's the link to the video. But I made that video a year ago, and I'm still impressed with myself on how good of a job I did on that video, because I did thorough research and I really planned it out and laid it out in a way that's pretty easy. In my opinion, it seems very easy to understand. So I really hope that video will help you out, but that's not where we're going to stop, because as you heard me mention on that part, you have to eat in a deficit to lose weight. So I'm still waiting on you to let me know what your methods were that you were, were you trying to do a fad diet? Were you trying to do like keto? Were you trying to do fasting? What were you doing to try to lose weight before that wasn't working for you? So that I can tell you, the best way to make alterations in order to make sure that things will, so that you can reach your goals, basically. But another video I'm going to show you real quick that I think will help you out, because what is going on here? All right, let's go back. All right, so here we go. I've got a playlist, and it's called Gaining and Losing Weight. And there's 12 videos in it. So, no, I don't. Here we go. I'm going to view the full playlist. So, I've got the video that I just showed you. I've got the video. This one was how I gained, because I started off at 6'3", 154 pounds soaking wet, and this is the video that I made for ectomorphs like myself, or ectomorphic people who score high on the ectomorphic scale. And then I've got the how to get a six-pack abs guaranteed, because it is definitely guaranteed that if you abide by those methods that you will eventually achieve a six-pack, and there's not a single sit-up involved. Because when it comes to getting abs, it doesn't matter how much you work out your core, your abs are never going to show unless you have low body fat percentage, a low enough body fat percentage in order for them to show. So this video here concerns genetics. So I'm not sure what your genetics are, whether you score high on the ectomorphic scale, which means you pack on, which means you generally have a low metabolism, and you gain weight, gain fat a little more easily than most people. The mesomorphic people are able to pack on muscle a lot more easily. Ectomorphic people usually have really high metabolisms, and they can't really gain weight it's really a battle just to gain weight. So, and that's the one I fall under. So I understand that one the most, but they all fall under the same science, which is the law of thermodynamics. So let me get back and check the chat. So you were doing fasting. Okay, so see, the problem with fasting is whenever you fast, your body's gonna it's gonna do everything it can to keep from using your stored body fat. It's gonna use your stored energy, which is your body is gonna use your stored energy, which is fat, as a last resort, because your body stores glycogen, and it's going to use that all up first, and then it'll slowly start to use your stored body fat. And yes, it will be an effective method. It's like I mentioned earlier, people sitting in the hospital, they lose a lot of weight because they're not being properly fed, or maybe they are being properly fed, but they're not able to keep it down. There's a myriad of reasons. But the problem with fasting is usually people drop the ball, and they get so hungry that they start eating, and they end up eating more than they were eating before they started their fast. So I'm not gonna say, I'm for anything that works for anybody, but my own perspective on it is to make small changes over time rather than fasting. Do you drink sodas? You drink like Mountain Dews or Coca-Cola, anything like that? My mom was really bad about drinking Coca-Cola. That's the reason I ask. Do you drink? Answer me a few questions. Do you drink Coca-Cola? Do you drink sodas? Because sodas are packed with sugar, packed with carbohydrates, simple carbs, simple carbs and fats break down and store as body fat a lot more easily than proteins and more complex carbs. And complex carbs are things more along the lines of, and I explain all this in the video I linked above. Yeah, you like Coca-Cola. Okay, so if you can't get away from the Coca-Cola, I'm going to need you to at least cut it down. I've got a buddy that he's wanting me to help him lose weight right now. And I just did a stream, I think 2 days ago, discussing him, and he's a Mountain Dew fanatic. And if you look on the nutrition label on these cans, they are just loaded with sugar. They are loaded with calories. So if you can, please start by just switching to Diet Coke. I know it's not the same. You can do Coke Zero. You can do anything. Just get on that nutrition label and find something that's 0 calories. If you don't, I don't know if you've been watching Coach Greg or if you know who Coach Greg is, but what we're gonna do here real quick is I'm gonna show you, because he used to drink a lot of sodas too, and I mean, he's a bodybuilder that's been in so many. He's been in, I think, 60 bodybuilding shows, and I mean, you can see him right here. He's he's shredded, and he stays around 10% body fat pretty much year round. But he drinks diet sodas now, and the difference that you can make, let me explain it to you this way. If you're drinking sodas, that's, I think what's the average 12-ounce Coca-Cola, like 180 to 200 calories. So say you switch to diet soda. That's going to take, and that's just assuming one a day, that's going to take 200 calories a day away from what you're normally consuming. And liquid calories matter more than most. I mean, I don't want to say more than most, but liquid calories matter. A lot of people, when they're counting their calories, they don't count their liquid calories, and that's where they mess up a lot, big time. So, Coach Greg and sodas. And if you haven't, diet soda is healthier than water. This is not clickbait. This is one of Coach Greg's videos. A lot of people say diet sodas are deadly. The artificial sweeteners are bad for you, but all that sugar and excess fat is worse for you than any artificial sweetener, I assure you. So I'm gonna link this video as well in the
Lumen,
chat.
the first device for hacking your metabolism. With just one
Ads.
breath, Lumen
Can't
tells you
wait
what you're currently burning
till
for
the ads
energy.
are making me money. And please don't forget to subscribe, guys. But anyway, I'm going to link this video as well here in the chat. Select all. Copy. Okay, so. And this video will give you Coach Greg's spiel on Coca-Cola. And I'm going to link his channel as well, because Coach Greg, I feel like, will help you out. He's got a cookbook. I don't know what your budget looks like, but all low-calorie dense, high-protein foods. And the thing about, I explained this in the video that I linked, the first video I linked in the chat. Different macros use different amounts of energy to break down in the body. So if you consume, say, chocolate, simple carbs, that it takes very little energy for your body to metabolize, to digest, to convert that simple carb, that chocolate, into body fat. Whereas protein, it's very complex, and complex carbs are the same. They take a lot more energy for your body to store that protein as a fat. So it takes more. It actually, if you consume more protein, that alone will increase your metabolism. And I explained this in more depth in that video, the first video that I linked. But I'm going to link his channel here, and I really suggest that you check him out, because he's a lot more knowledgeable on it than I am. And he's short. He's a shorter guy, so he packs on. He's not really endomorph, so to speak. I mean, he can put on some fat if he tries, but he really knows what he's talking about. And there's a lot of people out there that bash on him because he basically calls out what I mentioned at the beginning of this stream, the influencers out there. And I mean, there's some big names, and they're all trying to sell you that it's almost like a get rich quick scheme, only it's get shredded quick scheme. It's never going to work, guys. However long it took you to put on that weight, you need to plan on it taking that long to take it off, because if it's going to be so difficult, if you plan to achieve rapid results whenever you've spent years and years getting out of shape, you're going to either literally kill yourself in the process, or you're going to wish you were dead during the process, and you're going to give up, and then you're going to bounce back, and you're probably going to end up being worse off than you were when you started. And that is why I highly recommend starting small with something like switching to diet soda. If you can't switch to diet soda, at least drop the amount of soda that you're drinking. There's a myriad of ways that you can switch from drinking sodas. There's let me get a drink. See, I love water. And there's all kinds of things you can mix with your water to make it taste better. There's 0-calorie fizzy water. There's all kinds of different, I call it fizzy water, whatever you guys want to call it. But yes, definitely subscribe to Coach Greg. Go through all of his videos, as many of them as you can watch, especially the ones pertaining to what you have in mind, what your particular goals are. So I don't know if you wouldn't mind dropping just your height and weight in the chat. I'm not going to judge. Anybody that judges here is going to be immediately removed. I strictly you can just give me an idea. I just want to know if you're morbidly obese, if you're just a little overweight. I just want to know where the starting point is so that we know where to go from here. So if you're still here, Bella, and if you don't want to drop it in the chat, that's fine. You can actually, my Instagram is linked down in the description. So you can just go down there and send me a direct message, and I'll give you some advice that way. So that way, you're not putting your business out there on YouTube, which I totally understand, not wanting to do that. But just assuming that just assume that you're a little overweight. Say that say you're 5'8". I am obese. It is hard for me to lose weight. I understand. Hey, can I ask your age? So you're obese, but you're not morbidly obese, right? Because morbid obesity is like basically can't get up off the couch, can barely walk to to the door and back. So I'm taking the as meaning you're just obese, not morbidly obese. So you're mobile, you can still get up and walk around. You're not stuck on the couch, so to speak. So if that is where we're starting at, next question I have for you is, how many sodas are you drinking a day? And what is your, say on a daily basis, what do you usually eat? Are you eating out at McDonald's? Are you I'm not judging you at all. I'm just trying to get the rough idea of where we're starting at, so I can kind of give you some tips on how to get started and how to make this better, because I know you wouldn't be here if you didn't want to get better. And I know it's definitely hard. I see you saying it's hard for you to lose weight. It's hard. I understand because it was I've got friends who have 1 or 2 sodas a day. Okay, that's not bad. And is that the 20 ounces, or is that the 20-ounce bottles, or just 12-ounce cans? Because that makes a difference as well in figuring up your calorie intake. So if it's either way, whether it's 20-ounce bottle or whether it's a 12-ounce can, I'm going to ask you to start by cutting that in half. So if you're drinking 2 a day, start by just cutting it in half. That should be an easy first step. And then you can progress from there. So next, after that, what kind of work do you do? What do you do for work? Or do you have a physically demanding job? Are you up walking around all the time? Or do you sit at a desk all day? What kind of work do you do? I don't know. I'm bombarding you with all these questions. I'm just trying to get a general idea of how to help you out. And I think the video I made, along with Coach Greg's videos, I think the video I made, the very first one that I linked in the chat, I'm gonna go up in the where's that? I'm gonna go ahead and star that one. So this one here. So that starred comment. I really think that video, if you give it a watch and pay very close attention to it, and even get a notepad out and take notes, it should help you out tremendously, because it'll teach you how to calculate your calorie maintenance. It'll teach you how to introduce okay, so you don't have a job and you don't work. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so that's going to make it easier. So, are you doing any physical activity at all? I'm going to assume that you don't. I'm going to assume you walk around the house some. If you get on eBay, let's get on eBay real quick. We're going to go on eBay, and I'm going to show you this nifty little device that I actually used to have myself, but it ended up breaking. And by the way, do not buy the protection plans on eBay. I've spent when I bought this laptop, I don't know how many times I'm going to drop this mic, but I hope it doesn't break. But when I bought this laptop, when I bought my fiance's phone, I've spent all kinds of money on these protection plans, and they're all a scam. So I've tried to get in touch with them, but they're all a scam. None of them, they've not refunded me any of my money. So do not buy the 2-year protection plans on eBay. And you can get them off of Amazon as well. I just prefer eBay because I've been using eBay for so long that I'm just going to stick with them. And I have my own eBay store. So here we are, eBay. But for like $15-20, and I think they even sell them at Walmart, some pretty cheap ones. But you can go in here, just type in smartwatch. And what these let's see if I can find the one similar to the one I had. Okay, so we got a waterproof smartwatch. It's Bluetooth with camera, and this one right here, you can buy it now for $20. And they're not super expensive, they're not super high quality, and they've got a myriad, here's one for $10. I think the one I bought was like $15, but it doesn't matter the quality. Most of them will be waterproof. The reason you want it is to monitor your steps. And I want you to get, sorry, my dogs are in there whining. But anyway, the reason I want you, helping my mom. Okay. So the reason I want you to get one of these watches is because they monitor your steps. And ideally, 10,000 steps a day is awesome. And another reason I want you to be able to monitor your step, it's not going to be accurate by any means, but it will give you a rough estimate, is because this will help you monitor your activity every day and sustain to make sure that your activity levels aren't changing. So the way you should do it is, so in that video, well, did I take it? Did I not show it? Okay, so here we are. Is this the right one? That wasn't even the right one. Give me just a second. Here we go. Do. Okay, here we are. Okay, so these smartwatches, and like I said, it doesn't matter how much you spend on one. They got them for $10, and I mean, they got them for $100. There's some that are even more expensive. You see this one, it's like 100. But I would just recommend just getting a decent one, 10, 15, $20. If you want to spend more on one, by all means, maybe you've already got one. But what I want you to do is turn on that step monitor and monitor how many steps you're getting every day. Don't change anything. Just monitor how many steps you're getting every day. And then what you're going to do is we're going to go back to the video. Well, where did it go? Okay, we're just going to do it this way. But anyway, once you get you a watch and just a way, I think there might be, even if you keep your phone in your pocket, there might, depending on what kind of phone you have, there may even be a step monitor in it. And just, you want a way to monitor how much activity you're doing every day. So, and you want to make sure that you keep it the same in the process of calculating your calorie maintenance. So every time you make a change in your activity level, you're going to have to compensate for that in your calorie maintenance, your energy maintenance. So if you wouldn't mind, give me. Okay, sorry about that. So, anyway, so once you can monitor roughly the amount of activity you're doing each week, and there's two different ways you can go about it. The way I did it is I monitored my calories by the week. So, and the way that makes things easier is, well, the way it made it easier for me is, if some days I was unable, say I was working too much, I was unable to eat as many calories as I needed to, I could make up for it the next day and they would even out. And it works that way, either way. But for me, like, say my goal calorie intake for the week was 70,000 calories. I just had to make sure I hit that mark by the end of the week. But some people do it by the day, and that's fine, just however you want to do it. I'm sorry, I keep scratching my nose. I'm not picking my nose, I promise. Just bear with me. But the reason I'm going back to this video is that it has a calorie maintenance calculator in. Okay, so here we are. Lose weight guaranteed. That's how your body eats. So if you see here, towards energy.
So before I say anything else,
what did I just do? Oh, no, that's not what I'm attempting to do. Okay, here we go.
what if I told you that it is possible for you to lose weight And you don't have to starve yourself in the process. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Maybe it's the intro. Maybe that's why everybody stopped watching. I made it really short, but anyway.
So no,
we've already been through some of this, but here we go.
In a 3,500 calorie surplus, say, for 1 week, which is 3,500 calories over what your maintenance calories for 1 week is.
This is what I was hunting for. So here it shows that 1 pound of body fat is the equivalent of 3,500 calories. So if you want to lose 1 pound a week, you're going to have to eat in a 500 calorie deficit every day. So, or a 3,500 calorie deficit per week. And this is why it's important to calculate your calorie maintenance. So, to start, I would highly suggest, even if you can't get the watch to monitor your steps, just try to keep everything as far as your activity the same. And just go down here to the description box. And right here is a calorie maintenance calculator. And it's not going to be accurate by any means, but it will give you a very close estimate. And you want to be as honest as possible. So what you're going to do is go through here, enter your age. So my age is 29. Enter your sex. I'm a male. Your height. I'm 6'3". 6'3". And then you're going to enter your weight. And I think last time I weighed, I was around 203. So, and then it's going to ask you what your goal is. So your goal is to lose weight. My goal is to maintain my current weight. So it's going to give me my calorie maintenance. If you're wanting to just calculate your calorie maintenance, just select maintain current weight. But if you're not like you are, your goal is to lose weight, you can select lose weight, and it's going to give you the amount of calories that you should eat every day. So, and then it's going to ask you your current activity level. So sedentary, that means little to no exercise at all. Lightly active, that means light exercise 3 to 5 days a week, but it doesn't have to be exercise or sports. It can be just walking, doing a lot of walking, working. I know you said you don't work. So I don't know how much. I know you mentioned that you that you help your mom around the house with your 2 little sisters. So I'm gonna assume that you do a decent amount of walking around the house. So I wouldn't say you're totally sedentary. I would select lightly active. So, and for me, I'm not really very active, not as of late anyway. I'm more moderately active because I go to the gym at the very least 4 days a week. So, we'll calculate my calorie maintenance just for an example. So my target calorie intake to maintain the same weight I'm at right now is 3,056 calories. Now, so do you mind if I ask your age, Bella? If you're still here. If not, it's all good. I'll use my buddy Bryce as an example. So for him, he's going to be trying to lose some weight. And he is 30 years old. He's a male. He is, I believe he is 5 feet 11 inches. And I believe, well, here we go. I believe he weighs, what did he say, 235 last time I asked him? I'm just guessing right now. So, and his goal is to lose weight. And he is, he does coaching for his son's soccer team and such. So we'll say lightly active for him. And we'll see what it says for him. So notice that I chose lose weight. And that means it's going to tell him exactly how many calories to eat each day. Had I selected maintain current weight, then it would just provide his estimated calorie maintenance. So let's see what it says for him. So for him, it's saying for him to eat 2,253 calories. And this means that it says, oh my gosh, what is going on now? Okay. Are we still good here? Are we still live? Oh, you're 14, Bella. You're still a kid. I didn't notice. Okay. That's totally fine, though. You can still lose weight. We can still help you out. No big deal. No big deal at all. But you also have the your hormones going crazy. So that's going to throw a wrench in your that's going to throw a wrench in basically finding a calorie maintenance that's going to be accurate. But it can still be done. So see if your mom or your parents or whoever will help you get one of those watches, because they if you don't have one already, and see if you have a step tracker. I think you might even be able to download a step tracker app on your phone. So see, and that'll monitor how many steps you're taking every day. You just want to make sure you keep it consistent, because the next part I'm getting to is the most important. So, let's see. Okay, so it's saying to put him in a slight calorie deficit around a slight deficit. A slight deficit is 200 calories. That would be the higher end of a slight deficit, just so that we're clear. But 700 calories, that is not a slight deficit. And it says this can help you establish a consistent, sustainable pace of weight loss. So here are your next steps to lose weight. Pick a weight loss workout plan. I'm gonna ask you, Bella, do you have any workout equipment at home, even dumbbells? Do you have a treadmill? Do you have like a elliptical, anything like that? Because I'm gonna enter in your info to the best of my abilities here. So you said you're 14 and you're a female. And how tall are you? And what is your... So you don't have any workout. That's fine. No worries at all. So what do you know how tall you are? And if there's any of this information you don't want to reveal to me, like I said before, you can just you can reach out to me on Instagram, and we can have a more one-on-one conversation, so you're not putting your information out on so you're 5'6". Awesome. And do you mind if I ask what your weight is right now? And if you don't want to reveal your body weight, I'm totally understand. I cannot remember. Give me a rough estimate. Are you below? Let's see. My fiance is about your height, and whenever she was pregnant, she got up to I think 160 pounds. So I know you said you were obese, but not morbidly obese. So I'm gonna assume you're under 200 pounds at the very least you're under 200 pounds. I'm gonna assume you're between 140 and 160. Would that be in the right ballpark? Man, you're lightly active. So I put 155 just as an guesstimate, and we're gonna see what it says. Lightly active because you help your mom around the house with the kiddos. And let's see what it says. Okay, so your calorie count should put you in a slight caloric deficit of around 200 to 700 calories. This can help you establish. Okay, so it's the same spiel. So here's what I would do. Instead of saying we want to lose weight, we want to learn your calorie maintenance, at least a rough idea. So probably around 2,000 calories. We'll say 2,100. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to go to that first video that I linked, the one that's a starred comment. And I'll link it again. I'll put it up on the screen. That one right there. Go watch that video. And it's gonna break it all down for you. So, and I know counting calories sounds very daunting. Everybody's like, "Oh, counting calories is awful." So it's really not that hard. So if you're unable to read the nutrition label, and you got to be very careful about nutrition labels because they're very deceptive. They'll try to make it seem like their foods are lower calories than they really are because of the way they word the serving sizes. So you got to pay very close attention to the serving sizes. But you want to go watch that video, and it's gonna. Just pay very close attention. Get a notepad out if you have to. Take notes, and what you're gonna be able to do is determine what your true calorie maintenance is, because the 2,100, the calorie maintenance calculator is just giving you an estimate because it doesn't know you personally. It doesn't know your hormones. It doesn't know your own metabolism. So what you're going to have to do is start by the number that it gave you and eat that. What you want to do is get up first thing in the morning on day one. Don't drink any water. Don't do anything. Go use the restroom and then get on the scale and record that number. Whatever that number on the scale is, write it down, put it in a notepad, put it in the notes on your phone, do something along those lines, and do your very best to eat that 2,100 calories a day for 7 days straight. And then after that 7 days, the very next day, do the exact same thing again. You want to get up, go use the bathroom, don't eat or drink any water, nothing. Get on the scale, and if you've gained weight, that means you're going to have to drop a few more calories. But if you've stayed the same weight, that means that the calorie maintenance calculator was correct, and your calorie maintenance is 2,100 calories. But I would do it in increments of 100 calories. So if you gain half a pound. So say you gain half a pound. That means what you're going to have to do. Give me just a second. So if you've been eating 2,100 calories, you got up first thing in the morning on day one, didn't drink anything, didn't eat anything, went and used the bathroom, got on the scale, and say you weighed yourself and you were 155 pounds. For 7 days, do the very best you can. And if you're going to estimate on things, and make sure you do not cut, and make sure you count your condiments, your ketchup, everything. If something doesn't have a nutrition label, get on Google and Google it. And you can get a food scale if you have to. They're super cheap at Walmart. You can probably even get one off Amazon for like $5. But if you're serious about wanting to lose weight, you can make it happen, and it's going to be easier than you think. And really, just taking that first step is the hardest part, because it just seems so daunting. But once you get into it, you realize, like, hey, this isn't even really that difficult. So basically, eat the 2,100 calories. Do whatever you have to do. If you're gonna estimate on something, make sure you're very consistent in your estimates, so that whenever the time comes to weigh on, after the 7 days next week, your estimates say the same. So say you weighed 155 pounds. Okay, it appears my tablet has died. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead, and I'm going to share my entire screen so hopefully there's no sensitive information. Stop screen share. Share screen. Blur, blur, blur. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, here we are. So, all right, so no. All right, so say on day one, you got up. I know I've said this for like the 1,500th time. Day one, got up, went to the bathroom, didn't eat or drink anything, got on the scale, and this is what you weighed: 155 pounds. You ate 2,100 calories for 7 days. And then after the 7 days, the very next day, you're going to get up and do the exact same thing. So say you gained half a pound. So you're 155.5 pounds now. Well, that means that you are, give me just a second. And what that means is that you're 1,750 calories over your maintenance for the week. So divide that by 7. 250 calories a day. So rather than your calorie maintenance being 2,100, your calorie maintenance is actually going to be 1,850 calories a week. So to remain in maintenance, you're going to have to eat 1,850 calories a week. And that may seem very daunting, especially with the sodas. But I highly suggest you start with the sodas. Find a diet soda that you like. Find a very low calorie drink that you can replace your sodas with. You don't have to do it all at once. You can start. I mean, you said you drink sometimes 2 a day. Start by just drinking 1 a day, and then go 1 every other day. And if you have to have a soda, drink just don't they have like Sprites and stuff? Like, just find something, get both diet and regular sodas, so that sometimes you can have a diet, and it's not something you have to change everything overnight. That is the problem that so many people have. They want rapid results, they want immediate results, and they want to change everything all at once. But this is not how you sustain. This is not how you're able to sustain your diet or your workout plan or your weight loss. You're going to have to make small changes over time. And then you're going to start feeling better within weeks. And then once you found your calorie maintenance, you'll be able to start adding in walking. Start by walking to the mailbox and back, and then do it twice, and then walk a mile. And then you can start lifting weights if that's your thing. You can do yoga, and just make sure you're always compensating for every bit of added activity that you do. You want to compensate that for your calorie maintenance, because the more, say you start lifting weights, say you start doing push-ups, say you start doing yoga, you're going to build muscle. And the more lean tissue that you build, the higher your metabolism is going to get. So instead of your calorie maintenance being 1,850, if you go walk on the treadmill for an hour, you're going to burn, we'll say 150 calories. Well, what does that do? That makes it so that instead of only 1,850 calories that you can eat, that means you can eat 2,000. And once you build muscle, and that's just the cardio aspect. So once you build muscle, every pound of muscle tissue requires more energy from your body just to maintain without even working it out. So that's going to increase your metabolism as well. So you just watch that video. I've been running this show a little long, but I'm just really trying to explain it to you in a way that you'll understand. I don't know if you've ever done sports in school or anything like that, but really right now is the best time for you to start making the change, because the older you get, the more like stuck in your ways that you get, the harder and harder it becomes to make a difference. So what I would suggest is starting, like I said, going from 2 sodas a day down to 1. And then the day after that, or the week after that, maybe 1 soda, on one day, and then a diet soda the next day, and then alternate. And then maybe you can acquire the taste for the diet soda. And diet sodas are going to make a tremendous amount of difference. I know they're repulsive. It tastes repulsive. I don't like sodas at all anymore. I used to drink Mountain Dew like it was going out of style, but now I love water. But anyway, regardless, what you can do is either find a replacement for the sodas. My dad, he was really bad. He was getting really overweight. And he got these little, like, they're not Kool-Aid packets, but they're something. They make it like a fizzy drink for his water, and they're 0 calorie. And and now he doesn't even drink soda anymore. And he's already lost weight just by making that simple change. But one final point I want to make is 50 calories. If you can take 50 calorie deficit. So where did my calculator go? Did I close it? I guess I closed it. Okay, give me a second. But 50 calories over a year. So if you can get your calorie maintenance by doing 10,000 steps a day, if you can get the watch and do like I said, and start by, start finding your calorie maintenance while doing the 10,000 steps a day. I know 10,000 steps sounds like a lot, but I literally do 10,000 steps a day just walking around my house. Sometimes I'll do up to 20,000, and on days that I go for a run, I'll be at like 30,000. So really 10,000 steps isn't really that much. It sounds like a lot, but you don't have to start at 10,000. You can start at 5,000. You can start at 400 just anything more than you were doing yesterday is better. Slow and steady progress wins the race. Always, always, always. So, last point I wanted to make before I wrap this one up. When should you start? Well, when do you want to start? Are you ready to start now? Do you have a way to monitor your activity level? Do you have can you download I don't know what kind of phone you have. Look up and see if there's a app you can download to monitor your steps that you take every day. Do you have a smartwatch that can monitor your steps? Do you have I think you can go to Walmart and get like a step counter for like a few dollars. So just whatever you want to do, just in the process of finding your calorie maintenance, you want to make sure that you're being consistent, because any inconsistencies, you're ready to start. Okay, start by going and watching the video. The first one I linked, this one right here. Oh, hold up. Okay. I'm going to share this one more time. So, start. I'm going to link it one more time in the chat. Start by going to this video. You have an iPhone. Okay, awesome. Yeah, there should definitely be a step monitor or an app you can download that'll monitor your steps, count your daily steps. And any of those, those smart watches that I showed you on eBay, they also have them on Amazon. They'll all work with iPhone and they'll count your steps. If you can do push-ups, start with doing push-ups. But the main thing is, whenever you're calculating your calorie maintenance, you want to maintain the exact same activity level every day throughout the week until you've determined what your calorie maintenance is. So, download whatever app you need to monitor your to count your steps for you, and download MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is free, and it actually may even monitor your steps for you. It may be a 2-in-1. I'm not even sure. But start by watching this video. This video here. Where's my cursor? Is it not going to show? Yeah, there it is. But yeah, start by watching this video here. Pay attention. Take notes if you need to. And sorry, I'm looking for my calculator. Where did it go? You have an iTouch watch. You should have told me that from the get-go. Okay, so yeah, so you want to monitor your activity level. You want to monitor your steps and make sure you're keeping them consistent. And then download MyFitnessPal. It's the best one. It'll help you track your calories. So watch that video. I'm going to post it one more time here. Watch this video. So watch this video right here. The one that I have up on the screen right now. You should be able to click that link. If you're not able to click that link, let me know. And I could have swore I already had the calculator open. But anyway, I wanted to make one final point. There it is. So you want to start by watching that video, learning calculating your exact calorie maintenance. And then from there, where did it go? Watch that video, calculate your exact calorie maintenance, and then subtract a very small amount. This was the final point I was wanting to make. 50 calories. Okay, let's just do it this way. So 3,500 calories. Can I just do it this? Of course, it won't let me. So 3,500 calories is 1 pound of body fat divided by 50. So 50 calories a day. So that's 70. And the reason that we want to hold 70 there is because we're going to clear it 365. Not three. Man, this thing is making such a pain in the hind end. Okay, so 365 divided by 70. So even 50 calorie deficit every day. Is that right? Hold on. Hold up. I did something wrong. So 50 calorie deficit times 365. That's 18,250 calories divided by 365. I don't see how that can be right. I feel like I'm doing something wrong because I don't know if you can lose 50 pounds in a year just by a 50 calorie deficit. 3,500 calories. $3,500 calories is 1 pound of body fat. Okay. So you're going to lose a pound a week. So you're wanting to lose a pound a week, we'll say. I would start with a half a pound a week. So let's do it this way. 1,750 calories a week. That means you only need to eat in a 250 calorie deficit. And that will put you at losing 26 pounds. Yeah, 26 pounds a year. And like I said, I don't know how much weight you're trying to lose, but you need to be in it for the long haul. This isn't a short-term thing. If you do it slow and steady, then you'll feel better. You'll feel more healthy. Start by going for walks. and then progress into jogging, progress into running. Your heart is going to feel more, your heart's going to feel more healthy. Your arteries are going to be less clogged with visceral fats. And just, I mean, it's tremendous how much progress you can make in just a short amount of time, how much better you're going to feel with just every pound of body fat that you remove from your body. You're going to literally feel weight lifted off your shoulders. So you're going to feel better. But the point I was trying to make is just by doing a 50 calorie deficit every day, you can lose 5 pounds in a year. And that might not sound like much, but that's 50 calories a day. That's like taking the ketchup off your fries. And that's how much of a difference. And I mean, if you add in 50 calories added to your diet every day, that's 5 pounds you're going to gain. So very small amounts can make huge differences. So that's the point I was trying to make. But so I'm going to try to do the calculations one more time the correct way here. So here we go. Booty, booty, booty. All right, so 50 calories. 50 calories. 50 calories times 365. So that's 50 calories a day for a year. Divided by 3,500. 5.2 pounds. 5.2 pounds lost in a year, or gained in a year, depending on if you add 50 calories a day or subtract 50 calories a day. So imagine if you up that to 75 calories. 75 calories times 365. 27,375 calories divided by 3,500. And that's 7.8, but almost 8 pounds lost in a year. So it's really a marathon, not a sprint. You don't have to get in a big hurry about it. Don't let anybody get to you as far as your weight. If people are picking on you because of your weight, don't let them get to you, because the thing is, they might have better genetics than you do, or they may have their own insecurities. They may be getting beat up at home. There's so many reasons that little kids are bullies and insecure about themselves, and they feel the need to bring other people down. So if you ever need to talk, I mean, I'm available on Instagram. I ask that you don't, troll me. Please don't try to sell me anything. I don't have any money to buy it anyway. But if you ever need advice as far as how to make progress, how to lose weight, I've studied this for years and years. I've got friends who are cardiovascular specialists. I've got people who I'm training myself to lose weight. And they'll all testify to you that I kind of know what I'm doing, So what I would suggest before we tap out is just starting by watching that video. And then there's also one more. There's also one more video that I want you to check into. And that video is there's actually playlist. And I've got short form content as well. So you can look into that. I've got a lot of reviews on and one more thing I wanted to mention to you, Bella, is switching from a lot of sugary snacks like I don't know, Doritos. I'm not sure what you snack on. To high protein snacks, and I've got like a whole playlist here of these Quest. No, I didn't want to play them all. No, don't play them all. Okay, so I've got the you know what? I'm just gonna back it up because I've got right here. Did I tell you to do that? No, I didn't. There we go. There we go. So I've got all kinds of the Quest protein bar, the Quest protein cookies. Some of them are actually really good and they're high in protein. And the thing about and what I mentioned earlier about protein is a lot. It takes the thermogenic effect of food as far as protein goes. It takes a lot more energy for your body to break down protein and store it as fat, so that alone increases your metabolism. So by increasing your protein intake and decreasing your simple carbs and sugars, you're already going to make a tremendous difference. So if you want to check, if you're interested, I've got several reviews on these. A lot of them are the Quest. I've got the Perfect, and these Perfect bars, they're a little pricey, but they're by far my favorite. And if you want to check out any of my beginner content, well, where are we going? What happened? Content for beginners. Let's see. We got workout routines. No, I always click the wrong thing. Bag it up. And I appreciate you hanging around, Bella. Apparently everybody else has already left, but I hope I was able to at least help you out somewhere. This video I made, I think, just 2 days ago. I think you were actually here. Where to start your fitness journey. I think that one, if you didn't catch all of it, that one will probably help you out some as well. And one more thing. Nutrition. So I've got this one. Is proper nutrition crucial to reaching your fitness goals? Spoiler alert, it is. I've got gaining and losing weight. Of course, I covered the reviews. I keep on clicking, and my dogs are still going back there.
Don't feel like
you're
going
crazy back
like
there.
There's no hope.
Where'd it go? Gaining and losing weight. Okay, here we go. So I've got some short form content. How your genetics can affect your progress, how easily you will achieve your goals. That would probably be a good one to check out. Truly Understanding Nutrition and Why It Matters, Part 2. That one's probably going to help you out as well. Actually, this one shouldn't even be here because this one is not my... This is not my video. But I'll deal with that later. Just several videos I have here that will weightlifting to lose weight. But anyway, all those should help you out. And and like I said, one last time, if you have any questions, just go to my Instagram, shoot me a DM. Any question you have, I'll be happy to help you with. And thank you again for hanging around. If you're catching this on the replay, guys, just shoot some comments down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time.